Welcome back. You heard me say it was segment number 5 in the last video. It was actually segment number 4, and that was my 951st podcast. My 950th, 50th podcast. This is segment number 5 right here. The last one was segment number 4. So when you watch that last video I just put up, I said segment number 5. It's segment number 4, not number 5. So just keep that in mind. The Tennessee Titans took J.C. Wickham offensive tackle Alabama. He put up some big numbers at Alabama. Now the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. We will find out their pick in just a matter of moments. And there's speculation that the Atlanta Falcons could draft a quarterback. And this could really, and we're about to find out right now. In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Penix. Let's listen. And they have just Michael Penix Jr. They selected, quarterback out of Washington. That's what they say. I love it. Wow. Yeah, I like that. That's a good pick for the Atlanta Falcons. It really is. And I really feel they needed to draft a quarterback. I think maybe it was good that they did. They weren't one of the teams that I did feel, that I felt needed to draft a quarterback. And now we're up to the 9th pick. And the Chicago Bears are back on the clock. And we'll find out who they'll take. They've already taken quarterback Caleb Williams. But Michael Penix Jr., he can really get the ball. He can release the ball quickly. He can get it to any player and really score points and really have a good pass rusher rating. He has great athleticism, a great arm. And you're saying with the footage, he's really making the plays. He's handing the ball off. He can get rid of it very quickly. And he can really make the plays for you. And we're waiting for began at Indiana, was terrific when healthy, but suffered for the pick number 9 to come in. When he went to Washington and for the Bears, and he can really score for you, Michael Penix Jr. He can really get rid of the ball quickly. He can get it to any player, and he can really score points. We've had 4 quarterbacks go off the board in this early going of the draft, and the Bears pick is in. It's their second pick in the first round at number 9. And Michael Penix is a 2023 Maxwell Award winner, best college football player. His friends and family are super excited in St. Petersburg, Florida. And because now he's going to become a member of the Atlanta Falcons. And they are really excited about that. So we're up to the 9th pick in the first round of the draft. So we're waiting for the Bears, and the Bears pick is in. We're going to find out in just a matter of moments. We're waiting for the commissioner to show up to come back to the podium. But we've had some really expected moves and some surprising moves in this early going with these first 8 picks. And we're almost 10 picks out. We're at the 9th. We're going to see who the Bears took in just a moment. The Raiders, it was discussed always. The Raiders have taken him to 13. The Raiders evidently were trying to trade up. I intel said trade up. And I think the Raiders are trying to trade up for a pick. And I think that's get to Sheffy here quickly with the concerns about the injuries. What can you tell us? Well, the teams are not concerned about the knees, not concerned about the shoulders. Raheem Morris loves Michael Penix, and the Falcons. And the Falcons, a team where he loves Michael Penix, and all the Falcons like him. He had a torn right ACL. He had injuries, torn right ACL in 2018. 2019, he had disclosed non-throwing shoulder. It was right one. He had a torn right ACL in 2020 and in 2021 separated throwing shoulder left, but he has overcome those injuries, and he's going to be a great addition to the Atlanta Falcons. He really is, because he played at Washington, so the ball comes off of his hands in electric. Ball comes off of his hands very quickly, and he really has. He can really get the ball, hands off the ball quickly, and really I guess any player who can make big plays. And the Bears pick is in. We're waiting for the commissioner to come back to the podium. And we're waiting for. And here is Commissioner Roger Goodell. Ninth selection. Here's Roger Goodell. And here is the ninth selection. Let's listen in. 59th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze. Wide receiver. There, Rome Odunze, wide receiver, Washington. Well, I think the Bears needed to take a wide receiver, and they're very excited there in Washington, and they are excited to see him become a member of the Chicago Bears. And he is the wide receiver is 6'2", 212 pounds, and he can really put up big numbers for you. He can make the plays when people when they need him to make the plays. And it's a touchdown, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He has really good speed on him too. He can really hold down the ball and get in the end zone and score points for you. He really can. And you really got to know, and he really can really score for you in a big way. And he really knows when he needs to make those plays, he makes them. And so it really, I think this was a great pick for Chicago because they needed to take a wide receiver. And we're up to the 10th pick. The Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. Will they take a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, offensive tackle, or a defensive tackle? Will they take J.J. McCarthy? We'll see. He's been waiting to get off the board early, but I just still think the L.A. Chargers are going to take him. And Justin Herbert may be traded to Minnesota. So I really think that's what's going to happen. We'll find out who the Minnesota Vikings take on just a matter of moments. Yeah, we're still waiting on J.J. McCarthy, as just mentioned. And I really feel that I think the Chargers are going to take him. And the Bears just took one of the best wide receivers in college football, Rome Odunze, with the 9th pick, and they're interviewing him right now. And I know he's excited to become a member of the Chicago Bears, and so are the Bears fans and his family and friends and everybody in Washington. And the Vikings pick is in. We're going to find out in just a matter of moments. And foundation for success right away in Chicago. And they've been building it for a little bit now. And they've asked him what's his foundation to build up success, and he really wants to work hard. And they've been doing it for a while. I'm just another piece of the puzzle. He feels he's another piece of the puzzle, and I agree with that. And the Vikings pick is in. We're going to find out in just a matter of moments who they have taken. So we're waiting for NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to return to the podium to give us that pick. The draft is going to commercial, and so we will find out in just a matter of moments who the Minnesota Vikings are going to take with this draft. But I think Rome Odunze, the Bears needed to take a wide receiver with this pick. And I really feel that the Bears made a great selection with this pick. This was a good move by the Chicago Bears. And We are waiting to find out who the Vikings will take, but will they take a quarterback, as I said, or wide receiver, or a running back, or a middle linebacker, or a offensive tackle, or a defensive tackle, or a defensive end, or offensive end? And J.J. McCarthy is still on the board in this draft. So we're still waiting for him to be selected. And we're going to know in just a matter of moments who Minnesota has taken with this pick. It was supposed to be the New York Jets. So it's now the Minnesota Vikings. But we're going to know in just a matter of moments who they have taken with their first pick in the draft. I just heard 11. I made a mistake. So it's Minnesota at number 10. But we're waiting for that pick to come in. So, but we've had one Ohio State Buckeye wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr., is going to the Arizona Cardinals. He was the fourth pick by the Arizona Cardinals at number 4. He was picked by them where the Arizona had it. So, and Malik Neighbors, LSU was a great addition for the New York Giants. So, as we wait for the Minnesota Vikings pick to come in, but we have really had some expected moves that were predicted, and some surprising moves. And so, as we wait for Minnesota's pick to come in at number 10, let's kind of recap. At number 1, the Bears took Caleb Williams. Number 2, the Commanders took quarterback Jalen Daniels of LSU, and Williams is out of USC. The draft has come back on the air. The 3 of the New England Patriots took Drake May, as predicted, from the University of North Carolina. 4, Arizona took Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State. Number 5, the LA Chargers take Joe Alt, offensive tackle, Notre Dame. Number 6, the New York Giants, as I said, take Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, LSU. Number 8, the Atlanta Falcons take Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback out of Washington. And now with the 9th pick, Rome Odunze, wide receiver. The Bears take Rome Odunze, wide receiver from Washington. So we have had 4 quarterbacks go off the board in this early going, and we're about to find out who the Minnesota Vikings have taken with this first pick, with the 10th pick overall in this first round. So, and we're looking at the Vikings draft room right now, and we're waiting to see who they are going to take. I know Vikings fans are waiting the anticipation. They're bracing themselves for who the Vikings are going to pick. And but I really think I still think the LA Chargers are going to take J.J. McCarthy, because they do, I think, have one more pick in this round, I do believe. And we'll see what team will take J.J. McCarthy, but I do think that I do think they will take that the LA Chargers will take J.J. McCarthy, but we'll see. And here comes Roger Goodell. He's going to make his way back to the podium. We're about to find out who the Minnesota Vikings are going to take with this pick right now, and we will see. Let's listen in. Minnesota Vikings selection. We are honored to have us with us the surviving mother, brothers, and nephew of fallen hero, United States Army Sergeant Zachary Ewing. Zachary died after a battle with cancer. The cancer that was discovered
after he was injured during his second deployment to Iraq. We salute him and thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving the loss of a military loved one. I'm now going to turn this over to Sergeant Ewing's nephew, Asher, who will announce the pick in honor of his uncle.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select J.J. McCarthy.
Oh, J.J. McCarthy, the quarterback out of Michigan, goes to the Minnesota Vikings. This is quite a surprise. As I was thinking he was going to go to the Chargers, and so did Keith Norman, Keith in Lakewood, my co-worker down at Magnolia Clubhouse, who I do sports with, and who I've had a guest as a guest on my smartphone on many of my podcasts. And boy, he's going to be surprised when he finds out that J.J. McCarthy is now going to the Minnesota Vikings. We now know. I am really surprised. And I got to tell you, this is a surprising pick. He's 6'2", 219 pounds. He put up a lot of big numbers with Michigan under head coach Jim Harbaugh, who's now the Chargers head coach. And he really made a big a name for himself, and he really led that Michigan team to that national championship. And he really can. He gets rid of the ball quickly. He can make. He can get to a player who can make big plays. He is really a phenomenal quarterback, and I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to be lucky to have him. But you never know. Harbaugh could trade Justin Herbert to Minnesota for J.J. McCarthy. You never know. So we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep you posted on that. But he really can get the ball down the field, and as you can see in the, if you're watching, you can see in the footage there, because he really put up big numbers at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, and he really is going to be a great addition to the Minnesota Vikings. The New York Jets are on the clock. Their pick is in, the number 11th pick overall. So we'll find out in just a matter of moments who the New York Jets are going to select. But J.J. McCarthy, second Michigan quarterback in the first round in common draft era. Jim Harbaugh, Minnesota Viking fans are excited. I know his family and friends are excited. Everybody at Michigan's excited that he's going to the Minnesota Vikings. So he's fifth quarterback off the board in round one tonight. And we're going to take a break. And I will let you know who the Jets have selected with the 11th pick when we come back. Stay with us.